Hello everyone, welcome to Cryptos and Conspiracies, episode 4. I hope y'all are having a good time wherever you are. In response to my second video, why the deep state doesn't want you to own cryptos yet, I had a lot of people ask me questions pertaining to cryptocurrencies. Mainly, how do I buy cryptocurrencies and which cryptocurrencies should I buy? Super good questions. So in response to that, I made a video called How to Buy Bitcoin in Under 5 Minutes. Unfortunately, that was a little bit longer than 5 minutes. It was like a 17-minute video, but I wanted to explain why Bitcoin is the best cryptocurrency to buy for newcomers, somebody who's just entering the crypto space. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And for those of you who have bought a little bit of Bitcoin, I thought we should make sure to include one more how-to video before we get on to the real videos that I want to start making, which have more to do with cryptos and conspiracies and the combination of both. So this last one is called How to Secure Your Bitcoin. I just want to make sure everyone understands there is a risk involved when you're buying Bitcoin, when you're investing in any type of cryptocurrency. You have to be smart about it and you have to make sure you do your best to secure your Bitcoin. So here we are with how to secure your Bitcoin. So I want to talk to you all about hardware wallets. What is a hardware wallet? Hardware wallets are basically little digital devices that connect to your computer via USB cable. So they pretty much look like any little thumb drive, flash drive, pen drive, whatever you want to call those little devices that you plug in for extra storage on your computer. You're looking at some of them here behind me. So a lot of these are really simple to use. Some of them are a little more complicated, but the two biggest players are going to be Trezor, and Ledger. Let's look at Ledger. Ledger, if you go to the Ledger website, it looks something like this. And if you go over here to Trezor, you're going to find something like this. These are the two biggest manufacturers of hardware wallets. And they're the two that I recommend simply because I'm familiar with them. So, because the internet is full of brimming with hackers, we have to be careful about how once we get our Bitcoin, how we store them. You can store your Bitcoin in all kinds of places. There's software wallets, you can leave it on the exchange, but those aren't very secure. And I know this because I had mine in a crypto exchange, my first initial investment, and in 2013 it was hacked, and there went my initial investment. So I know how painful all of that can be. That's why I'm making this video for you guys today, because I want to make sure if you do have any Bitcoin, any cryptocurrencies, you make sure to get yourself a hardware wallet. And so basically, the way I look at it is, if you're walking around on the internet with Bitcoin and you don't have it in a hardware wallet, it's basically like going to Grand Central Station and falling asleep with a big wad of cash hanging out of your pocket. That would be Grand Central Terminal, depending on which side of the Mandela effect you woke up on today. I think we're going to get into that Mandela effect in future episodes, so hang on to your horses. Let's figure out securing our Bitcoin today. So the first thing we need to do is we need to order our wallet. And I recommend highly that you go to either the websites that we just looked at, the Ledger website, the Trezor website. There's a bunch of really good ones. There's another one called Keycoin, I believe. And check those out before you buy it. You're probably going to want to buy it from them, or you can buy it on Amazon. You want to make sure you're coming through an authorized dealer, because there are people who try and put hacks inside your actual device. So first thing you do is you order it, you get it back. When you buy a Trezor, there's a little hologram sticker on there. You want to make sure it hasn't been tampered with or removed or anything. The ledger is just as secure. Their whole concept is, hey, if it has anything, you're gonna basically need to make sure you have a PIN code that is unique. If you make your PIN code unique, your ledger device should be just as equally secure as any others. So let's go through a little bit of that. The other thing you want to know about, well, in case you're trying to set up your wallet, this isn't going to be a setup. There's a bunch of different articles on the internet, and there's a bunch of YouTube videos where you can actually go out and it teaches you how to set up your device. You just put in Ledger, Nano S, whatever you decide to buy, plug it into YouTube, and you'll see 1,000 different videos on, going through the actual steps of setting it up. It's really easy. This is just more of an informational video. But we do want to make sure you have a secure PIN code that you made, a unique PIN code. If your device comes with a PIN code is a password. But if it comes with one already, that means something's gone wrong. You need to send it back to the manufacturer or to the reseller immediately. And you also want to make sure that we write down the accurate recovery seed. Recovery seed is a whole nother thing. We're going to talk about that in 1 second. Let's jump into the PIN code. Now, your PIN code is basically the best way I like to think of your PIN code is it's just the same as your password for your email. So you want to make sure it's unique. And what it does, you use your hardware wallet and your PIN code together. So once you're connected, the reason why it's such a secure way to hold your Bitcoin or your crypto is you have to enter your PIN code through your hardware wallet. So essentially, a hacker is going to need both your PIN code and your device, your hardware wallet, to be able to access your cryptocurrency. That's the beauty of these hardware wallets. It's not just existing out there on the internet by itself, like if you have it on a crypto exchange or on a software wallet. Now, I just want to make sure we talk about that, the security on that just a little bit more. When dealing with the PIN code, make sure it's yours, it's unique. When you set it up, you set up your PIN code, and make sure you store them separately. That's another thing I wanted to make sure we talk about too. You don't want to store your device with your PIN code in case somebody stumbles across your device and your PIN code. Not a good deal. So store them separately, and people will have a really hard time. Some people just keep it in their head. I wouldn't use any of your PIN codes that you use for other accounts or other devices. Make sure it's completely unique for your Bitcoin. You're dealing with your money now. So let's look at the recovery seed. This is a phrase. It's a few different things. It's called a seed phrase, seed recovery phrase, backup seed phrase. Don't let all that. If you see the word seed in there, we're talking about the same thing. And you can look this up. This is, I think, Wikipedia. And just look it up. It's really easy. What it is basically it's a string of 12 to 24 words. And what it is it's a backup of your wallet. You can use your seed just as it says here, recovery phrase, seed recovery phrase. So basically, if you lose your wallet, it's damaged, or somebody steals your hardware wallet, you're able to recover your cryptocurrency, your Bitcoin. So one thing I do want to make sure that we talk about is writing that down. When you initialize your hardware wallet for the first time, it's going to show you only once. It's going to show you this string of words. So you have to do it right away. Make sure as you're initializing your device, you're ready with a pen and paper and you want to write down every word in the order. So I number it. You want to put number 1, car, C-A-R. You want to make sure you look at the way you spell it. Everything is super important. So accuracy is of utmost importance if you want to protect your cryptocurrency and your investment. So write down all of these different words. Say 1 through 24, car, then, bus, whatever the words are. It's going to be a random string of words. So just make sure you write those all down and then store that in a very special place. Don't store that with your hardware wallet. Don't store it with your PIN code. Store that in a whole separate place. That's your backup of backups. You can write it down twice if you want and put one, you know, buried in the sand somewhere, and put one, I don't know, in your pillowcase or something. I don't know where people hide things, but just make sure those are away from the prying eyes of hackers. And one more thing that's really important about that: definitely don't take pictures of it, and definitely don't write it down on any device that's going to be connected to the internet. So make sure you're not just going into your WordPerfect or whatever word program you're using to write with. Just don't write it down anywhere inside of a computer. Don't take pictures of it. You know, all these things are going to be vulnerable to the prying eyes of hackers, because what can happen is if you take a picture of your recovery seed, a hacker can go in maybe into your pictures, pull that, sees your picture, and then all he has to do is go buy himself another ledger or whatever, and then initialize it with your recovery seed. So be very careful with that. And so essentially that's what I wanted to tell you guys about. It's a really simple process. It's not worth getting scared about. There's no need to feel like, oh boy, this is going to be some sort of end of the world type of situation. I mean, all you're going to do is you're going to want to just secure your cryptocurrency using these different it's as simple as it gets. You've got a PIN code, which is your password, and your recovery seed. Once you get all this done, you'll be ready to send all of your Bitcoin onto your wallet. You'll be able to, it's a really easy process. Just, you can look that up almost anywhere. How to get out of your crypto exchange where you bought your Bitcoin and send it right to your wallet, and there it is, nice and secure. You'll be able to go to sleep and rest assured that you have all of your crypto investment safe and secure underneath your pillow, underneath your mattress, wherever you want to put it. So anyways, I hope you found this video helpful today, and please like and subscribe. You can find the links to Ledger and Trezor down below. If you could use those links, that would be super helpful. They give me a little bit of love keeping the lights on here in the studio, and I hope to see you guys on future videos. We'll see you then.